Hey again, everybody. It's Scott Steen, host of Bank the Bet podcast with winnersandwhiners.com, coming to you all the way from the Winners and Winers Sports and Entertainment Complex deep in the bowels here in our studio to talk a little bit about the college football championship weekend, which kicks off Friday night with a pair of contests. So first of all, we'll get the stuff out of the way at the beginning. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, winnersandwhiners.com, all that good stuff. Subscribe to our channel here. Give us a thumbs up. Click the little bell so you'll be notified whenever yours truly puts up another video. Spoiler alert, it's about once a day. So, yeah, make sure you do that. And above all, don't forget to comment, man. I like to know what you're playing. I like to know what you're on. If you're tailing us, if you're fading us, tell me why. And as always, let us know before the game. I take no post-capping at all, but I love to hear what you guys are doing before the game goes off. And speaking of that, shout out to Brian, who rode with us on our Wednesday night college basketball picks. He went 3-0, even though officially our Detroit Mercy pick on the show was -3.5 by the time, or +3.5 rather, by the time that game went off. It was +4 or +4.5. They ended up losing by 4 after having a 6-point lead with a minute and a half left to go in the game. For the show, it was a bad beat, and we ended up 2-1. But I'm hoping most of you guys got on that game closer to game time and was able to go 3-0 with our basketball picks. So way to go, Brian. Nice job. Glad we could help you out, brother. And another shout out to Jesse, who faded our Saints pick on the Thursday night game. And full disclosure, as I tape this, I'm taping this Thursday before the NFL game, so I don't know if Jesse was a genius or if he should have tailed me as well. I guess time will tell, and we'll know soon enough. All right, so let's move on to the action tonight, shall we? I know everybody's excited about getting my take on the MAC game. Yeah, because we did so well on the MAC this year. If you've been following us since the beginning, you know I started 0-4 on our MACtion games before rallying the last game of the season for a victory, give us a 1-4 record against the spread with our MAC. So I know I'm excited about diving back in. So let's do it, shall we? This game features the Buffalo Bulls and the Northern Illinois Huskies. Buffalo is a 3.5-point favorite, while the total is 50.5. The Buffalo Bulls, you might remember, is a team that I've been incorrect on every time I've played them. They've done exactly the opposite of what I thought they would do. So, will today be different? Yeah, let's find out. Northern Illinois, we haven't bet on this year, mainly because when I watch them play, they put me to sleep. I can't stand watching them play. They play great defense, and they don't score on offense. Okay, but we can use that to our advantage. Here's the thing about Northern Illinois that you need to know. Buffalo has had the great season this year. Everybody knows they've had just 2 losses against 10 victories, while Northern Illinois has been a little more pedestrian 7-5. However, Northern Illinois played a much more difficult non-con schedule with BYU, Iowa, Florida State, and a home game against Utah. In those games, they were 1-3 straight up, but 2-2 against the number, with the sole victory straight up coming in a 7-6 game against BYU that wasn't quite as entertaining as the final score would make it sound. Yikes. Give me paint drying minus the points every time. On the other hand, Buffalo, on their non-conference schedule, they played Delaware State, Army, Rutgers, and Temple. They were 3-1 on those games, losing badly to Army and their triple option ground game. So, what does that mean? It means that Northern Illinois may be a little more battle-tested. It may make a difference. They've got, without question, the best defense in the MAC, but they also score the second fewest points in the entire conference. They're, they do play great defense. However, here's the difference. Buffalo, there's about 4 points difference in what they give up versus what Army gives up, or what Northern Illinois gives up. Northern Illinois gives up about 20 a game. Buffalo gives up about 24. However, there is a 15-point difference in how much they score. You know what? I'm not going to take a side in this one. I probably would lean Buffalo, but what I really like, drum roll please, I know you're going to love it. I love the under, guys. They are Northern Illinois is set. The under is 7-0-1 when their total is 46. I think it happens here today. I think Buffalo probably does their thing. I think they probably score enough to get it done, but they haven't been the same the last few games. They haven't been throwing the ball nearly as well. I think the points stay well under this total of 50.5. Buffalo, Northern Illinois, give me the under. All right, moving on to the West Coast. It's a rematch this year out there in the Pac-12 as Utah and Washington play for the title. Utah's a 4.5-point underdog, and the total is 44.5. You know, you're going to read about this game, and the first thing you're going to find out is Utah is minus their starting running back and their starting quarterback. However, while it's a big hit, they've been adjusting. They've been playing that way for the last 3 games. Jason Shelley has subbed a quarterback for Huntley, and he's won 3 straight. You know, he's only averaged 220 yards passing. He doesn't put up nearly the stats that Huntley did, but he's serviceable, and he knows how to win. On the other hand, running back Armand Shine, he's averaged 4.8 yards per carry in the last 3 since Zach Moss got hurt. And in those 3 games, by the way, the Utes are 3-0 straight up and 2-1 against the number. Washington, over their last 6, they're 4-2 straight up, but they've covered just 1 time, that being last week in the blizzard up there at Wazoo against Washington State. And to me, if you saw that game, number one, that's the first game I've really seen where they have the all the hash marks and the numbers heated. Very cool in the middle of a big blizzard snow when they had 2 or 3 inches of snow on the field, but everything else, all the numbers and hash marks and yard lines were clear. Call me a geek, but I thought that was pretty neat. The other thing we learned is that you can throw those games out. Those are outliers. When you've got massive conditions like that, that's not repeatable as far as the result goes. You know what? I like Washington, even though this is a rematch, like we said. Washington beat them. They covered early in the season, but I think the Utes get revenge in this spot. They are just 1-6 is Washington against the number when covering more than 4. I think that gets them right here in this spot. I think the Utes step up. It's their time. It's Ute time. Did you say Utes? Yeah, Utes. The Utes get it done. Give me the Utes plus 4.5 right here, and they go home Pac-12 winners. Hey, Utes, we'll see you in the Rose Bowl. All right, guys, thanks very much for watching. As always, we'll be back tomorrow starting off our Fab 5. I'm going to try to pick out 5 of those 8 conference championship games on Saturday and give you my thoughts on those. And then we got a full board, NFL board on Sunday. We'll be back with our Fab 5 then as well. I'm excited. No more buys. We've got the full slate, baby. Woo-hoo! It is full steam ahead with the NFL. So, until then, this is Scott Steen for Winners and Winers. Thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to check out Winners and Winers, all of our great deep dives every day on all the sports. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Hey, you know what? I almost forgot. I can't forget. We got to get those bets down, baby. We got to get those bets down on the Utes. We got to get that bet down on the under. And you know what's going to happen? We're all going to be heading back to the window. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.